Hi, I'm going to run through some of the instructions for the forest surveying lab, where we're going to take the data, the profile data you collected with the GPS receivers out in the field, make a map using ArcGIS, and then make a profile that we're going to export from ArcGIS to Excel and make a profile elevation of the hiking trail going up the pipeline, along the top, and then down the telephone line. Now, I assume you've downloaded your data, you've got everything you need, and you're going to put it in a folder, probably on the T drive, which is the best place when you're using the lab computers. On this demonstration here, I'm using my desktop, so obviously it's not the T drive. But I do have the data in a folder on my desktop. So I'm going to open that, and there is track data and waypoint data, and they're in shape files. Now in Arc Catalog, what we're using here, they always show up with the icon here. So I'm going to go back to the top level. The first thing I'm going to do is make a new file geodatabase. And I'm going to give it a name. I'll just call it Pipeline Profile. And there it is. So now what I want to do is import my shape files into the geodatabase. And that's because it makes it easier to analyze the data and use it if it's in a geodatabase. So I'm going to click on it, right-click, and say import feature class single, and I'm waiting for the window to come up. Okay, this is the wizard to do the importing. So the first one I'm going to do is the track, and I'll just click and put it in here. And the output feature, I'll just be real original and call it the same. Then I'll say OK. So now it's in the process of importing to the geodatabase. Oh, there it is. And here's my confirmation message. The green check means that it's good. So now I'm going to do the same thing to import my feature class single. And now I'm going to go to the waypoints. And I'll add that and say OK. I forgot to give it a name, so it warned me about that, so now I'm just going to call it waypoints and say OK. And it should, yeah, it's working here, I can see. And it said OK, it worked. And if I click on it again, I see that it's done. So now what I have to do is make sure that it has the right XY coordinate system. And I know when I take data that I've used with DNR Garmin, the projection does not make it over. So I'm just going to click on Track, Properties, and it comes right up with the XY coordinate system. And I go to Projected, UTM, NAD83, and Zone 18N, which is what we're in right here. So I'll say apply, OK. And I'll do the same thing with waypoints. So I'll say properties. And what I'm going to do here is import it from the tracks. So I'll say import. And the first time I do it, I have to locate where it is. And right, I'll do this for track, and it'll find it and add it. Now, if I do this for many feature layers, then it'll be a lot easier. So I'm going to say apply, and OK, and now it's done.